Hold on. What's up? What's up, girl? What is going on?
What's going on? What's going on, boss lady?
Not much. Good to be with you here today. What's up?
Likewise.
Friday.
Same old, just working hard. You already know.
What we used to do on Fridays at 5 o'clock, and it's like 80 degrees outside, right?
Man,
now we over here
right.
chopping it up.
These are the better days.
Facebook? That's right. That's right. What's up? We are live on Facebook, and I am here with my girl Deb, getting ready to get some boss talk in because we want to talk about the boss life. But I am extremely grateful for having you here with me today. Me and Deb go way back. I'm talking about like way back, middle school, way back. I think even elementary school, way back.
Actually elementary school. I'm gonna say probably like 7 years old.
Look at that. Crazy. Yes. And here we are in our 40s, crushing it, growing together on a mission. And what we want to do is we want to talk about that, and we want to share that with many of those on our timelines that know us, that know both of us, probably went to school with us. But we want to talk about what we've been doing and why we've been doing it. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for taking the time out today to sit and have some boss talk with me. But first and foremost, I want you to let everybody know, like, who is Deb? Like, who is Deb? Like, what's your story? What do you do? You know, who do you do it for? Like, who's Deb? Let everybody know, because not everybody went to PS1 with us.
Right. So my name is Deb, and I am from the Bronx. I currently live upstate New York, and I am a mom to a wonderful transgender son, who I love dearly, wouldn't change for the world. I am also a survivor of sexual, physical, and mental abuse as a child growing up, and within the last 8 years of my marriage. Again, I'm a survivor, and I'm just ready to empower women. So that's what I've been doing. I've been actually showing them how to be strong, letting them know that they're stronger than what they believe. And it's time to get out and make some boss moves.
That's right.
So I have been working on becoming a personal trainer. I've been working as a distributor for a global company called Total Life Changes that has all natural products that I purchase myself. Because not obviously, but I definitely do not want to sell any products that I don't believe in.
Exactly.
And I definitely believe in those products. And I've been able to actually incorporate those products into a meal plan for my girls, as well as some workout plans. I also have a t-shirt company that I am working on, or rather a t-shirt line called Trainwreck, which basically signifies us not causing a wreck by basically finding out what our purpose in life is to do. So it's been so dope. So awesome, and I am loving it all.
I love that. What I love the most is that through your pain and through your struggle and through the abuse, you know, mentally and physically and emotionally, that you could find the strength within to heal yourself, but not only heal yourself, but to give back to other women who are stuck there. Because we both know there are some women that are stuck there. And we both know it's not easy. You know, when you're in that space of being emotionally abused, it's hard to move forward. It is hard because
you don't even realize it sometimes that you are in the middle of it until you have someone on the outside checking that shit. Like, seriously, you know, unfortunately, sometimes we are not in a place where we are surrounded by people who support us or even want the best for us, let alone the best for themselves.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And I think being in that situation too, what's common is that we don't find that support because we're isolated. It's like
Mm, I
that's
sure
part of the
was.
abuse. You're isolated. Like you don't talk
Definitely.
to your girls no more. You don't do things because of the fear of doing them and because of the
Yeah.
the problems it causes in the
And what
relationship.
people may think, you know,
Mm,
what people
mm-hmm,
may think too,
mm-hmm.
unfortunately,
So
especially when you live away from family too and away from friends, For
yeah.
me, I think that was not only the biggest thing, because I don't know if I was in the city, if I would have told anyone for the
Mm-hmm.
most part. So I'm not even gonna lie or sugarcoat that. Um, but it was easier for me to hide it because I wasn't around anyone. No
Yeah.
family, really no friends, speak once in a while over the phone, wasn't even posting
Wow.
things like that on Facebook, IG. There was times that I went without like a year
Mm,
or two
mm-hmm.
on Facebook because of everything that I was going through.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
and
tough.
and
It
the
was
fact
tough.
that you say that just made me think that we hide. We hide when we're suffering and we're going through pain and we're struggling and we're being abused.
Hmm.
We hide because we don't feel worthy enough to step up, and even we feel like we don't have a best part of ourselves to even share.
Right,
So why put ourselves out there, right? It's like I can't put myself
right.
out there. I'm not anything. I'm not worth it right now. Right? You have
Hmm.
those issues.
That's exactly how I felt.
Exactly. So
Definitely.
I'm
Well,
definitely
bringing baggage too
mm-hmm,
when you were a child.
mm-hmm.
Now, let's think about that now. So you
Let's go
have
there.
baggage from childhood that you don't speak about, that basically determines the life that you're living,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you get into a relationship where there's more abuse.
Mm-hmm.
So now you become more secluded, isolated from everyone, and then it makes it more difficult to unload the
Oh my
baggage
gosh.
because you're so busy thinking about what you're going through at that moment that everything before that, at that moment, you're not really thinking about. But you
Yeah.
have to think about it because that's what led you to that moment, you
Exactly.
know?
And
That's
and
what
that's
led
a
us
that's a
there.
blind spot. That's a blind spot for a lot
Definitely.
of women. Like sometimes we don't even know why we're in the situations that we're in. Whether that's, abuse, whether that's financially, whether
Yes.
that's, physically. Sometimes we just don't even know why we're there. We just know that we don't want to be there anymore. So I think that's important that you say that, is being able to find out why you're there in the first place
Ah,
and really digging into that shit, because when you
yes.
dig into that, it's not pretty, but it's
Nope.
it's healing. It's
And it's
healing to let
needed.
it go, and it's needed.
It's
It's
needed.
needed, and it's
But
needed.
you taught me that because you taught me forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that probably was a redefining moment in my life, that part, because I went through life literally by myself. Anybody that knows me knows that my family are friends. My
Mm-hmm.
family is not my blood family who's been there for me. It's more so my friends, and it was difficult not having family be there. Family, like your
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That
That's
is.
tough. That's tough.
That is.
So I had to learn how to forgive. Once I sat down and was like, you know what? Let me write down everything that this person has done to me so I could forgive them.
Yeah.
Once I faced it and was able to see everything that they did to me and things that I have done too, because I had to ask for forgiveness as well.
Yeah.
Is a two-sided street. But once I decided to
Sure.
do that, I feel like literally the path just opened right up because I wasn't holding resentment
That's
anymore.
right.
I was
That's
going
right.
through life mad, upset.
Yeah.
Man, you see the
Holding on.
crinkles right here, girl?
Exactly.
That's
Holding
from
on to
years.
things that you don't need to hold on to. And that,
Yes.
that that affects us big time. That affects us big time. And it's funny that you say, we did that forgiveness work together. And so it just goes to show how long we've been working with each other, because that forgiveness work was
2 years
in,
ago.
yeah, was in Find Your Boss.
Yeah,
And then of
2019.
course we did it again in the boss life, but you started this forgiveness, 2 years ago. So that's just to
And I
show.
needed it.
Exactly. And that's just to show the women who are stuck now, like forgiveness is a journey on its own. And you've got to
Yes.
be ready to forgive things that you're not even sure that you can. It's that challenging. You're like, I don't know if I could go there. I don't know if I could do that. But the fact,
Man, I was queen of grudge. And let me not say grudge, because I feel like people misinterpret, like when you decide to walk away from somebody, people think that that's a grudge. No, that's
yeah,
just me deciding I'm not dealing with no BS
that's
anymore, and I'm
right.
not thinking about
Done.
the person, you know?
Yeah,
But forgiveness was a whole other, like you
yeah,
said, process, step, journey in
yeah,
itself. And it's needed for everyone. You
yeah.
know, my mom's been gone for almost 30 years now, right?
Wow.
And I had a grudge on her for like probably 28, 20 up until 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Can you
Mm-hmm.
imagine having a grudge against someone who's not even alive to even
Yeah.
tell their story
Mm-hmm.
or defend themselves? I
Yeah.
mean, I was hitting a brick wall for years, angry. And you know what? I had to understand that my mom was given a life that she didn't understand either, you
That's
know,
right.
that
That's right.
she did the best that she could have for us. That's
That's
all she
right.
knew, you
Yeah.
know?
And the fact that, the support that you have now, it's something that those that came before us didn't have.
At
Like we are
all.
speaking up now. We're
Yes.
standing in our truth and our power, which is something that a lot of women couldn't do before us. So they couldn't help themselves, so therefore they couldn't help others. And you doing that work is really what led you, like you said, it's just like the path open for you. Like you were
Yes.
able, and I'm touching on this because some women want to boss up, they want to grow, they want to, make their own decisions, their own money, and they want to live on purpose. But that path hasn't opened up for them, as of
Right.
now, because there's still a lot of inner work that they have to do. So I'm glad that you touched on that.
Mhm.
I want you to I want you to share why you decided to do the boss life. Why did you decide to go on that journey?
Well, I decided to do the boss life because I just got tired of not putting myself out there. I wasn't taking risk. I feel like I was worried about what other people would think. I was worried that they wouldn't think what I had to offer was enough. And I allowed that to stop me from taking the leap of faith to start a business.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was, to me, that was a big step because
Yeah.
I'm a more behind the scenes person. You know, it's like,
It took a lot to get her on this live right now, okay?
right. I was like, oh, let's wait an extra day, maybe.
Just put it
Yes,
off
but
some. But
it,
that's huge. You being able to get tired of that and wanting to put yourself out there, because a big reason why women stay stuck in where they are is procrastination, right? They're
yes,
afraid, and they're afraid of other people's opinions. So because they're afraid of
yes.
what other people are going to think about them actually
Hmm.
living their dreams out, they stay where they are. But you was like,
Right.
I'm tired, and I'm tired of, you know,
What do I got to lose? What do
exactly,
I have to lose?
exactly,
I'm
exactly.
41 years old. What do I have to lose?
So what was your life like? What was your life like before, your life and business? What was it like before the boss life? Like, you were afraid to do these things. What was it like for you?
So obviously, I was behind the scenes a lot. I didn't know where to start. I was
Mm,
stuck.
mm,
I didn't know my next move.
mm,
Um, I was confused. I felt
mm,
like my focus was all over the place. When I had good products, I'm working on becoming a personal trainer, and it's like, what do I do to be different from the other trainers? So that's where I was stuck at, and that's where I was before boss life.
I love
Stuck,
that.
not
I
knowing
love
what to do. Now I have the resources,
that.
I have what I need, but I just didn't know which way to go with it. I needed
Yeah.
help with finding my focus and how to find my focus.
Yeah, and that's something that we all struggle with before we actually take that leap of faith and start bossing up. We all struggle with confusion, not knowing where to start.
Tell me
You
about
know,
it.
that's why it's important to say, I need I need help with this, and let me not continue to live behind the scenes.
Right.
Because when we continue to live behind the scenes, all we do is we keep consuming. We don't take action because there's no accountability behind the
Yeah.
scenes.
We spend
Nobody's
so much
watching you.
money. Don't forget the money
Exactly.
that you spend trying to get things off up and running. And you're like, okay, so I got
When is it gonna
everything
go
I
up and running?
need. What's the next step? How do I get to the next level? You know?
Exactly. Exactly. What was it like for you to be in the boss life, in community with other women that on the same journey as you, like, trying to elevate, trying to like really
Right.
break through and get to that place in their life?
So at first I was relieved. I know that sounds crazy, right? Because I'm like, okay, yes, other people are stuck. That's not what I mean. It just
First,
feels,
really quick, did you have any resistance about being in a community
of
with other
course.
women? I want you to
Yeah, because
share
I
that
don't want to
first
tell,
before you.
I don't like telling my business. I don't like
Hmm.
opening up in front of people, women, men, whoever, whoever they
Yeah.
are. I just don't feel comfortable because I know a lot of people judge,
Yeah.
and they have their own preconceived notions before you even open your mouth sometimes,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I'm real, you know.
Hmm.
So I try, not anymore, y'all. I'm working on that.
Exactly.
I'm a little spicy sometimes, you know. But for the most part, I'm happy that I was able to open up and
Yeah.
see that there are other women who are like me, who want to
Mhm.
succeed, who
Mhm.
want to do better, who really are looking to start a business. There's so
Yes.
many women out there. Do you know how many businesses we can start if we were just to put our heads together, our minds together, our resources together? We can definitely succeed more
Yeah. And
and
you
go
learn in that.
further.
Yeah,
You
and in
know,
that community, it wasn't
I didn't
just
feel judged. There was no
exactly,
judgment.
exactly. A
I
lot
was
of support.
understood. I wasn't singled out, and I
Mhm.
think the biggest thing was when everyone's face lit up as we all spoke about our experiences. So it wasn't like me telling my story and I'm over here lighting up and everyone is, it was
Mhm.
everyone cheering everyone else on, throwing ideas out there, just really getting to know one another. And I think that was a redefining moment in my life
Mhm.
because it
Mhm.
made me want to get out there and network more. Now I
Yeah.
really want to help
Yeah.
these women, you know,
Yes.
because there's
Yes.
a lot going on behind the scenes. And like you said, we really need to support one another. It's not easy,
Yeah.
again, but it's something that's necessary and needs to be
Yeah.
done.
And it's good because most women feel alone, right? They
Mm.
feel alone, and it becomes a habit to be
Be
alone and to
alone.
feel alone. So you get
Yes.
resistant about being in this community because, like Deb is like, I don't want to tell y'all, my backyard shit because
Yeah.
one, I just don't want to be judged. Like, I'm not here for that.
Yeah.
But what you come to learn is that when you're in a community, when you're all on the same journey, like
Mm.
to level up, boss up, and you all don't have to be, and if you're a witness, all of you didn't have the same business. You all
At
didn't want to
all.
create
None
the
of us
same
had
thing,
the same business at
none
all.
of you,
Everyone was different.
but you all had this drive to
Same
want to get to
journey.
the next level,
Same
same
journey.
journey. And so how
Hmm.
how what was that like though, like in feeling and emotional wise, to know that you were not alone?
Empowering, girl. What? So empowering because I was feeling like me and these women were a team. They use that saying, it takes a village when it applies to children, right? It doesn't only apply to children. It applies to women, even men,
Heck
even
yeah.
men. It
Heck yeah.
applies to everyone. And it's important that we stick together
That's
so that
right.
we can water each other's seeds. We can create
We
personal
need it.
growth. Man, listen, personal growth, personal development, and camaraderie.
That's right.
It's literally so freaking dope. I can't even explain the feeling of empowerment being in a community like that and knowing that you're not alone.
Yeah.
Because we're not alone.
We
Oh,
are
best
not
believe we're not
alone.
alone.
That's
Best
right.
believe we're not alone.
We are not alone. And I can relate to that because I remember before when I was getting my feet wet and building my business, I had a little fear about being in community with women because I didn't want them to know where I was. I didn't want
Right.
them to know I was struggling, you know, because I've always had that mindset that even though shit is fucked up, I'm still a boss, right?
Oh,
So
yes.
I never wanted to look less than that in front of
Right.
anybody. But I'm like, the reality is that if I want to grow, I have to be real.
Right.
I have to be real with this journey, and I can't be around other women and act like I'm doing better than them. I have to
Right.
show them that we all right now in the shitstorm and we all need each other's help. So that's
Yes.
so important. And I'm stressing that because there are women who feel like either they feel they're too good to be in a community or they're too far ahead than others,
Right.
not thinking I could help other women in there or, you know, I can change my perception on
Yeah.
certain things. So I want to say that one thing I noticed about you being in that community, that you were very open-minded. And that is the key to growth, like coming in with an open mind, not thinking
Definitely.
you're far behind or you're far ahead.
Hmm.
Just having an open mind and just knowing that you're all trying to better
Yes.
yourself.
I mean, I've been with you for 2 years, you know?
Crazy.
So and here I am coming into the boss life with a few that are new, you know? I wasn't feeling inferior. I was feeling like I could help them. I mean,
Exactly.
superior, you know, I was feeling like I can help them, just like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they can help me as well. You know,
Yeah.
everyone you come into contact with, I feel you can learn something from, you know,
That's right.
whether
That's
it's something positive or whether it's something negative for you to go the opposite way.
right.
You know how that goes, girl. Vibes.
how how after the boss life, how is your business different after the boss life, and how are you different? Like I love the story on how your business is different. Like
Right.
that is dope. I want you to share that.
So I feel like I didn't even really have a business
Mm.
before the boss life. With the tools that you gave us with meditating and manifesting, praying more, writing your vision out, changing your story. So since the boss life, since it's been over, I actually started my first challenge, which is a challenge yourself challenge. And basically the girls choose their goals and it's up to them to crush it. I'm here to assist them. So basically, I created the meal plan, I created the workout plan, gave them a grocery list. I also helped train them the first week. So I'm sure that they got the workouts down without injury, of course. But the best part about it that I feel that I'm different than the other trainers is I'm able to really incorporate these total life changes products.
Yes.
And it really helps. I'm talking about like I am 2 weeks in. This is going to be the third week going in. And when I say phenomenal results, I know you saw one of the posts that I
You
post.
shared a
Girl,
few with me. Mm-hmm.
listen, all killing it. I love these products. Again, I'm a customer as well. All natural. Some are CBD, but I gotta show you because you already know I'm gonna go. So these are the teas,
Go
and they're
ahead, girl.
detox
Work it.
teas. So these are just the original instant ones. You put it right in water, but it's detox, and basically it cleans out. It takes away the toxins, parasites, anything that's not meant to be in your body. I promise you, it's coming right out. But then we got these other ones too, that's CBD. So this one is a full spectrum and this one is a broad. They are definitely more potent, and the added benefits for this one is better circulatory system, digestive system,
And
inflammation.
those are instant packets too.
These also are the same, and you put it right in water. Right in water, shake it up.
And
but
I
again,
love
this
because you would have
challenge.
hit before the scenes before that, and you would have not been sharing your business and product.
Well, first off, I started doing videos, speaking. And I promise you, before that, people probably thought I was nonverbal, those who don't know me. Like, does this girl ever like talk? I do, but I'm a little shy. I don't know
You
where
have
to
to
go with
boss
it.
it up.
But man, listen, every morning for the most part, when I'm able to, which is majority every day, I get up nice and early. I throw some positive videos out, always positive thoughts, positive energy. I make sure that I'm always surrounded by positive energy and other women who are on their journey as well. It's just been so awesome. I've been having like clients, customers reach out to me, just thanking me. And it's probably the best feeling in the world to know that just like you made a difference in my life, that I can make a difference in someone else's life. And it is off to the races, girl.
I love that. I love
Beauties,
that
I'm
because
coming for y'all.
I love that because as you can see how Deb is different is that she feels that value now within her that sometimes we don't feel that we have to give. You find that self-worth to stand in your power and say, I can help you. Like
Yes.
you have that confidence to actually change somebody's life and provide a transformation. Whereas before before you boss up, you're sitting there like, can I do this?
Right.
Can I really do this? Can I change somebody's life? Why
That's
should
what
they
I was
believe
doing
me?
before the boss life. Literally, like, am I the one for it? And in the back of my head, I always knew I was. I just didn't know, again, how to go about it. I come from, again, a lot of mental abuse, physical abuse. I was sexually abused as a child. And I just feel like there's so many women out there that do not understand the power that they have. Like, it's right there. It's literally within them. Self-reflect, y'all. Self-reflect. Because we are our own worst enemy, man.
That's right. That's right. That's so true.
Seriously.
And that's one thing we really focus on in the boss life is focusing on you and showing you why you are the one to live
Right.
that dream that's living on the
Seriously.
inside of you. Like
Yes,
nobody else can
ma'am.
do that but you. And
Mhm.
I think once you receive that kind of that validation, that support, that confirmation,
That
it's like
purpose.
that purpose, you're like, I am the one. Oh shit, what have I been
Right.
doing for
Because
the
in
last
this,
5
I
years?
found my purpose. I didn't know. I knew that I wanted to help other women. I always knew that since I was younger. Even when I was in a group home, I wanted to open a group home in the suburbs and take only city kids so that they can experience what it's like to be out the hood, because I was blessed with that.
Yeah.
Yes, I was in a group home, but let me tell you something, that was probably the best experience and the best thing that could have happened to me in my life at that time. Literally.
I love
And
that.
my foster parents are still in my life.
Look at that. That's amazing. They
They
must
know
be super
Maddie.
proud. Mm-hmm.
Of course they
That's
are.
good.
I love
That's good.
them.
And it's funny how every time we're in a certain stage, is like we find in that space. Like I was in a group home too, so I know what that's like. It's like I want to help girls in a group home, and then you get an abusive relationship. You're like, I want to
I
help
want to
abused
help
women.
people who are
Until
right.
you keep growing, and then you really find like what your purpose is once you sit down and you get clear on some goals and your
Yes.
whys, and you really find that it is to transform people's lives, but doing it with something that you love to do, and you love
Yes.
fitness, you love health, and that was important for you to find that purpose and really like live it out.
Yes.
And there are some women out there that are still on the fence about the boss life, still thinking about it, still like, should I not? They visited the website, they scheduled calls with me and then canceled on the calendar, right? It's like the idea that
No,
fear
girls,
creeping in.
no.
What would you say to these women who are afraid to like boss up and live the boss life, afraid to like just go all in and go on this 6-week journey to find themselves?
The only way to perfect your craft, to find your craft, to have personal growth, to become a higher self, is to invest in yourself, period. Purchase books, certifications, join the boss life, of course. Look where I'm
Yes.
at, literally.
Mhm.
Do whatever you need to have personal growth, to be your better self. In order for you to get to the next level, you have to invest in yourself. That is the bottom line. You either are going to invest or be left, because that next girl
Mm.
that's going to invest is going to follow her dreams, and you're going to sit there and be mad at yourself because you could have been there too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love that. I love that. We are in a time right now where things are changing quickly, as we can see, and we can't
Yes.
afford to sit back anymore and procrastinate and worry about other people's opinions and just sit in fear. We are moms. We are women with dreams and goals, and it's time that we stand in our power and crush them.
And go
It has
after.
been a right.
Go.
It has been a pleasure working with you, Deb, because of your commitment and your consistency. And no one's life is perfect. We all have obstacles, but you always show up. You always put the work in. And no matter what happens, you're like willing to get back up and try again. And that's why it's
That's because of you,
amazing to
girl.
work with you.
Just to let you know, you got me going like this.
I love it. I love
Literally.
it.
You know, we've been friends again. We've known each other for how long? And I
Yeah.
told you, I was like, oh, Ty could do that. Ty is
Mhm.
doing that. Ty is killing it.
Mhm.
Man, wait, hold on. We from the same place. Wait, hold on. Let
Mm.
me call up my girl Ty. Ty, what you got going on over there? And what I did, January 2019, I remember that day. That
Mm.
same day I spoke to you is the same day I took a mental health day. Shh, don't tell
Mhm.
nobody from work. And I got up and went to the gym and walked out with a trainer and never turned back.
Mm, I love it. I love it. And
Never
that's
turned
a
back.
big piece too. You reached out for help without without allowing pride in the way. And I say that because I'm guilty of it, allowing my pride to get in the way of my growth. And that shit is just whack. It's got to end.
Right.
Let the pride and the ego leave it at the door
Go.
and just come open minded and say, I
Yes.
need help. I don't like where I'm at anymore and I want to do something about
Yes.
this. And I guarantee you that when you do, you will find the better part of yourself
Uh-huh.
each and every step of the way.
Yes.
And you don't want to sit back anymore.
More
You kind of look
power.
back and be like, what the hell was I doing?
Man, I say that all the time, girl. I'm like, really? I was doing that. Where was my head at? Why no one was around me to tell me, girl,
Fix yourself.
right? You know?
So
But I
I
think it's
want,
even a better journey when you decide to take it on your own, because when that means you're ready,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know? You
yeah,
could talk to someone till you're blue in the face,
yeah,
and it isn't until they are ready
yeah.
that they are going
That's
to,
right.
you know,
And that's why this was a perfect match. I call you a soulful, not only my friend, but a soulful client because it is working with somebody like you said that's ready. I don't want to work with women that are not ready, right? Like you
me
said, I'll be told
neither.
I'm blue in the face. So
Right.
that was a big part of why we connected and we did so well together, and
Yes.
we're still like on this journey together. But
Yes.
I want these women to know like where can they follow you, because we have women out there who are right now not living their best life because they are unhealthy. They got
Right.
shitty thoughts and they're feeling tired and not energetic, and it's because they're not taking care of themselves. Where can they find you, just in case they have any questions or want to DM you, inbox you, and kind of
Sure.
find out how they can start living this healthy and fit life?
So, you beauties and gents, I don't discriminate, but I am for the beauties. I'm not even gonna lie. You can find me on IG at DeorFit130, and that's DeeOrFit 130. You can also click on the link in my bio, and you can send me a direct message as well. I'll get right back to you with any questions you
Nice.
guys may have.
Awesome, awesome. I love you, Deb. I want to thank you for being here today, Mama. I'm praying for you and wishing you nothing but growth and success on your journey. And those of you that are following her, you are going to see. You are not going to recognize her in a year because she's not going to recognize her life in a year. So if
You
you are
already
on the
know.
fence, you are on the fence, come join us because we are all about this boss life and we're bossing up. I love you, Mama.
Love you too. Thank you so much for
You're
having
welcome.
me. You don't
You're
even
welcome.
know, girl. You are my guardian angel on earth. And I'll speak to you later. Thank you so much for having me. I
Okay,
love
babe.
you.
No problem. I love you too, mama.
Later,
Bye.
babe.
Later.